previous encounters, Pierre.
Yeah, he's a former tough competitor. He had some wins in the house. I believe he had some personal issues back here in the UK that could have affected his last fight. He's definitely a guy to watch. He's been at a high level, and he's out of Wolfslayer Academy, so you know he's got the best, the cream of the crop in training partners.
That's right, 7-4-0 in his record. 2 wins by TKO, 5 wins by submission, Pierre.
He's just showing that he can do it all. And the thing that I think is very important to point out, when he was in the Tough House, he actually had Mike Tyson comment and say, hey, this guy has good boxing. Now, when you get an accolade like that from one of the world's best, does that blow your head up or what?
Well, when Mike Tyson says something, people listen, Pierre, that's for sure.
And if not, they get knocked out. Now, what does that say about somebody's record when they're known for their striking, but yet most of their wins come by way of submission?
It's what we always say, Pierre, MMA is advancing so rapidly that the days of a great striker or a great submission artist are over. They're just great fighters now.
You need to coin that phrase.
Now, when we were talking, Pierre, about rounded, the Omen, Shane Omer, 6-0, 3 TKO, 3 subs. That says it all in my book.
I had the opportunity to watch him in his last fight. It was a K1 bout. He took on a very game and tough Stuart Davies, who we know as a Muay Thai practitioner. And I tell you what, he did not look like an MMA practitioner. He looked like he was born and raised in a K1 background. So he's got versatility, and this is definitely going to be an exciting matchup. I'm salivating right now just thinking about this bout.
And we just saw Sam Watling, 6-0, give an absolute masterclass in his fight. And looking at Shane, just by us now, he's ready to go into the cage. Supremely thick for a short man, very stocky, very wide, very muscular. And again, we talked about Tyson, he's got that sort of physique.
Talking about his boxing skills, when I saw his last match, he does things a lot of MMA artists don't do, but are starting to do. I saw good footwork, head moving, and guess what? Even some body shots.
So, 21 years of age, 5'10". You can see he's going to be giving away a little bit of height. But that makes it dangerous when you talk about body shots and power in the punches. The shorter opponent rolling in below his taller man. Aaron Wilkinson will have to be on the top of his game tonight, Pierre.
And I think Aaron, again, is the longer fighter. So Shane Omer is definitely going to have good footwork and nice head movement to avoid those straight shots, potentially close down the distance for punches and kicks of his own.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our next contest of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds of fighting in the lightweight division. Your referee for this contest is Mark Goddard. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial arts fighter with a professional record of 7 wins, 4 losses, with 2 wins coming by TKO. He stands 6 feet tall and weighed in at 156 pounds. Fighting out of Manchester, England. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Aaron "The Day Walker" Wilkinson. His opponent fighting out of the blue corner. This man is also a mixed martial arts fighter with a professional record of 6 wins, no losses, with 3 wins coming by knockout. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 154 pounds. Fighting out of Southend, England, ladies and gentlemen, Shane the Omen
So the cage doors are locked, both men are ready, and they're both just so eager, they're bouncing. You can see, especially Shane Omer, couldn't wait to hear that buzzer.
Omer's like that with every one of his fights. He just wants to come out of the gates blazing. Saying that, he just ate a Wilkinson punch, however, returned to an inside leg kick.
Sharp boxing from both men.
Look at the speed and the crispness on both men's shots.
Southpaw stance for Omer.
Now, Wilkinson needs to adjust. He needs to keep his lead leg to the outside of Shane Omer's lead leg, or else he sets himself up for that straight left shot.
Landed his own Superman, though, and nice and slick. Not put off by his reputation, is Aaron Wilkinson.
Now, that may have been a low shot. Now, look at the body kick there from Omer. Landed flush across the midsection of Wilkinson.
Yes, fascinating upright start from both men here. Good body kick again from Omer, almost blocked by Wilkinson.
Now that's the second body shot. Now big right hand slips through the guard of Omer. However, Omer comes in, treads in for the clinch.
And they break again, happy to stand and trade. And it's tidy, that's what I like to see from both these men. Again, that right hand from the orthodox stance is troubling Omer.
Yeah, but what I would like to say is this is the evolution of MMA. You're going to see a lot better boxing as we gain momentum. Oh, big shot by Omer. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. The show is over.
That is what you call a finish, Pierre. That was lethal. We said both men were sharp and accurate. That carried accuracy and power.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, my name is Shane Omer. Now Shane Omer out of TSG, representing Southend, UWC, and I tell you what, he put a big stamp here tonight in front of a sold-out crowd here at Wembley.
The left hand almost landed then, he set it up. The second time it did not miss, flush on the jaw.
Now Omer shifted the weight to his right. There's a spinning back kick, and first one misses, second one misses, and boom, slight shift to the right, left hand overhand hook.
Step in as well, Pierre, that little change of distance and range. It misses here, little shuffle, here we go, watch this. Comes across, bang.
Now, so far, that is a highlight reel through and through. I don't even know how often that's going to get replayed, but that was vicious.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this fight at 1:32 of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout out of the blue corner, Shane the Omen.
You talk about highlight reel knockouts, Shane Omer, that is one of them.
Yeah, mate, I mean, that was my game plan, really. I wanted to keep it standing. I knew he'd just come out on the firehouse, so I thought, yeah, he's going to know what he's doing. I mean, he went nowhere I wanted to go, really. It was a great fight. I enjoyed it. He's a big name to beat. They hopefully get me recognised now in the British circuit. Now it's 7-0. And what? Bring it.
Well, you see, there you go. At any point, you talk about him coming out of the Ultimate Fight House. At any point, did that overwhelm you, training for this fight?
Obviously, it's going to overwhelm me. I mean, he's been training in America. Great fighters out there, great teams to train with. But you know what? I train with TSG. Says it all, doesn't it, really?
Does indeed. Well, I'll tell you what, talk us through the fight, talk us through the end of it. Here we go, here's the knockout. Just talk us through it.
I knew he was going to throw the kick, and as he threw the kick, I tried it earlier in the fight. He threw it again, I just caught him sweeping over and left. Obviously, he didn't throw the kick, but you know, he still caught him. And I made sure it was good night for him, really.
It was. You get no pay for overtime here. It was a great fight. I mean, you've got to take this on to the next fight. You've got to be full of confidence now.
Yeah, definitely. Now that I'm 7-0, I'm going to be full of confidence. I don't want to be too cocky. It's not about that, but, you know, I'm doing well. I'm getting there, hopefully. Things start happening.
If you were going to call out one name to fight in the next fight, who would it be?
Anyone who wants it, bring it.
Anyone who wants it, put your hands together, winner. What a knockout! Put your hands together, winner, Shane Omer!